Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So today, let's take a look at the 2025 Volvo EX30. This is the twin motor Performance Ultra. It's finished off in moss yellow, and the MSRP starts right around $48,000. So this is a fairly new, fully electric, smaller size SUV from Volvo, and we'll start off with what this is powered by. Since this is a full EV, let's take a quick look at a little bit of storage that you get up front, along with some access to some other components. So you can go through this just as needed. But this is powered by a 69 kilowatt lithium ion battery paired to the dual motor system. It's also paired to a single speed, and it pumps out 422 horsepower and 400 pound-feet of torque. It is all-wheel drive. It weighs in around 4,100 pounds. It'll do 0 to 60 in 3.4 seconds. Top speed is going to be 112 miles an hour. And then as far as its range goes, you're looking right around 253 miles. Now coming back to the front end, you'll notice the Volvo badge right in the middle where there's a forward-facing camera, along with a sensor in the lower section. There's also parking sensors too, LEDs for all of the lighting. As you can see, the DRLs coming to life there. There's also a few cutouts on both sides, and then some nice lines that come down the hood. Now this model also has the two-tone design where it's gloss black on the upper section there. Has a really nice design for the two-tone wheels. This also has regenerative braking as well. You'll notice some plastic in the lower side skirt, which matches the front bumper there, and then gloss black on the power folding side mirrors with the turn signal. There's also a full moonroof as well, and then some really nice shapes that run down the side. You'll notice some squared off lines in the lower section, and then the fender arches, which have a great look. Now this also has LEDs for all of the lighting. There's the backup camera, all the sensors, and then you get the cool squared design running through this power liftgate, where you do have this hidden button right here to gain access to your cargo space. Now this is a small vehicle. It's a little bit of a small storage area here, but you also have storage underneath the floor where you can see the charging cable at the moment. There's some tie downs too, and then you can remove this and fold down the back seats if you need even more storage. So it is doable if you're not looking for a big vehicle. Now you'll notice for the interior, all you have is the release handle, the armrest and a grab handle, and then storage in the lower section. You do get a little bit of storage in between the door sill and the seat, and then when you fold down these seats, you can see the cutout there where you could fit in some bigger items if you really need to. Now at 5'10", it is a little bit on the small side. You have a storage pocket here, you have your window controls, USB-Cs, and then a little bit of storage where you can also remove that tray there as well. And then I have about 2 inches or so of headroom. Before we take a look at the interior, this is the key fob for this vehicle. You really just have the credit card that you can use. Now, of course, you can swipe your finger right here on the proximity door handle. That is the only door handle that has that on the vehicle. Or you can also use the key card to lock and unlock it by using the sensor right there. So this is basically all that you have for this. There's no actual turnkey, you just have that card there. The door panel up front is just like the rear. All you have is the release and the armrest and grab handle, and then a ton of storage. And then you do have power operating front seats, which have a great look to them. And then as we hop in, there's no on-off button, or start-up button. Once you sit in, it feels that you're in the seat, the weight of you. You can put your foot on the brake, and then you are ready to go into drive or reverse. Park's located on the end of the stalk there. On this left side, you have your turn signal along with wiper blade adjustments too. Now on the left side of the steering wheel, cruise control settings, and then you have volume tuning and a voice commands control. There's a sensor here to make sure you're paying attention, and that's it. So you don't have a gauge cluster, you don't have a head-up display. On this side, you have some more trim accents with one air vent. This also has Harman Kardon for the audio. And then this is basically your gauge cluster right here, where you have park, you'll notice miles per hour when you're driving, and then your gear selector, battery range, and odometer. For the rest of the screen, you can see the nav, music, and your phone. You have some shortcuts in the lower section that you can program. You can also pull up some of these apps as needed. You can get into your volume, also get into your heated seats, heated steering wheel, and temperatures for driver and passenger. You can pull up the fan speed with the rest of that information, and then you can also click on vehicle here, where you can get into your exterior lights. You can look at your mirrors too, so you can adjust those using the steering wheel to get those dialed in. You can also look at your ambient lighting, And then you have glove box 2, which is located right in the middle here. Even pull up the camera system here. So you have that 360 view where you can look at specific angles as well. So you have plenty of visibility around the vehicle. And then you have more of the trim accents, more of the vents on both sides. You get wireless charging with a lot of storage located down below as well. There's a floating design for the cup holders. You have your window controls, and these two will do the rears as well. If you push on rear, then you can activate rear. When that's not lit up, you have your fronts. And then lock and unlock is right next to that. You have the rear view mirror, dome lights up top, a few buttons there, and then here is the full moonroof. There's no sunshade, and it is just a large piece of fixed glass. And then here's a look at visibility over both shoulders. And so now let's give it an acceleration, pedal to the floor. Woo, wow. Yeah, this is definitely a quick vehicle. Crazy to see that for a small, basically crossover SUV, but if you want to get up to speed, you just got to mash your right foot down. But this is what it's like to be behind the wheel for this EX30. As you can tell, it has a much different design to the dash to it compared to what I'll call a normal vehicle, but it has a really nice layered design to it. Side mirrors are also a little bit different. They take some getting used to, but they have plenty of space there to be able to see around you. Visibility is pretty good overall, and it has a really nice comfortable seating position to it. So if you're looking for, I'd say more of a city vehicle, in my perspective, EVs are great around the city. Yes, you can travel with them, you just have to figure out your stopping and everything like that. So whatever works best for you, obviously. To me, it's a better city vehicle because you don't have to worry about the range if you're just going a few miles here and there or just driving around like I have. I'm at about 53% right now. I'll plug it in. I just have a normal 3-prong outlet since I don't own any EVs, so it takes a little bit of time to charge overnight and things like that. But if you have a level 2 charger or a fast charger or something like that, you can charge it overnight and be ready to go the next day. So it would make for a great daily driver. You know, if you're looking for a small vehicle, something to commute, maybe short distances with, I can see this being a really nice model to go with. And if you're looking for that EV route for under 50 grand, it's a really good option to go with for the tech features and everything that it has to offer. So that is going to wrap it up for the EX30. If you enjoyed today's video, give it a huge thumbs up and consider smashing that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with our daily uploads. And I will see you all in the next video.